Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough! It's time for us to head to the city and save China! It's gonna be awesome, I hope. And also, we're gonna be facing a boss which is unfortunately, as of now, become quite a rarity in the franchise. Because so many of the boss fights that we have got are against the Heartless or the Nobodies, or like in Dream Drop Distance, the Dream Eaters, well, Nightmares, I think they are, whatever, and in Birth by Sleep the Unversed, and there really aren't that many Disney bosses. So like in the first game, pretty much all of the boss fights were Disney villains, or something to that effect. So you had Cerberus, you had Clayton, you had Jafar, well, Genie Jafar and Jafar, and you had Ursula, you had Maleficent, you had Oogie Boogie. So you had a lot less of the Heartless bosses, like Trickmaster and Parasite Cage and so on and so forth. But starting from around this game, that starts to change. Because I can not think of that many Disney boss fights. Which is frustrating, because the series started as a Disney Final Fantasy crossover. And fair enough that it's decided to grow into its own being, and I like that, and I've enjoyed all of the games that have come out. They've all been really fun. And I even like the story, convoluted as it is. But the move away from the importance of Disney is not good. Because that's part of the reason why I love the series so much, is because I'm a massive stonking Disney fan. Also, I haven't brought it up, but I really like the limits. Mulan's is amazing, and also you should notice that Mulan is, amazing right now. It's basically, she gets rid of all that armour and she's blooming fighting goddess of some sort. But yeah, I really do hope that come Kingdom Hearts 3 we have a return to the importance of Disney in the series. Because it's part of what makes the series so unique. And also, there are some potentially amazing battles that they could do. And also, musically, they could be phenomenal. Once again, I think I will leave my long discussion for music until probably around the next world, and there are a couple of more worlds where I will bring it up. But musically is another area where I think, for Kingdom Hearts 3, they need to improve. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am going to attempt to level up. Because I think I'm a little bit low. I mean, I think mostly I'd be able to get through the boss fight just fine. But just for a bit of safety, it's always helpful. Also, you may have noticed that I have kind of yet to use a dry form for a while, so Valorform it is! And Valorform is just so cool. It is easily my favourite form outside of a very, very special one that's very difficult to unlock. But that is another thing that I will be dealing with later, although by later I mean right at the end of the game, essentially. Because that's when you unlock it. Although it's slightly annoying trying to get enemies to respawn. Because, I mean, the easiest way is to leave the world and come back in. But that takes effort and time. So I was trying to do the tactic of run about and hopefully they'll turn up. And it didn't go quite as well as I'd planned. Now, my word, enemies do hit hard in Proud mode, especially when you don't have that much health. Heck, even when you do have a lot of health, they still hit bloomin' hard. And it does not end well if you are not careful. Like, some of the boss fights later on can just whack away your health so stupidly quickly, it's unreal. Good, I'm realising that I'm sort of wasting my time and that I could just continue and just try and tackle the end of the world, because that is basically where we are. I've just got a couple of fights in the boss fight, and that is your lot for the Land of Dragons for now, anyway. Just gonna have a quick little save, I think, and then it's onwards to the Imperial City. I have to say, kind of, this is a very weird tangent, but I haven't really generally looked into kind of Chinese mythological stuff at all. I don't know why. I mean, I think there's certain elements that I have, because I remember reading a book series called, I think it was Dragon Keeper, which I love. It's fantastic, yeah. It's Dragon Keeper. And while it can come across as very childish, at least I think it, yeah. I do really, really like it as a series. It's great. And I should preface this by saying it's Dragon Keeper by Carol Wilkinson and not Dragon Keeper by Robin Hobb, because they are two very different beasts. The Dragon Keeper I'm talking about is set in ancient China during the Han Dynasty. It's about a slave girl who saves the life of an aging dragon, escapes her master, and kind of so on and so forth. She's got to protect a stone, which, as you may guess, is not quite a stone. But beautiful series, and kind of, I remember crying at the end of the third book. It was really beautiful. But here we go.
Shang! Shan Yu is alive. He's headed this way.
And why should I believe you this time?
But she's telling you the truth.
Guard the palace! Do not let the enemy get anywhere near the Emperor! That's an order!
Captain, we'll secure the courtyard, and you can save the Emperor.
That's an order.
So I think that's like probably the second time that we've seen people turn into Heartless. The first time was it was in Traverse Town when we first bumped into the soldiers, and one of them kind of stole the heart of a a poor unfortunate person, not necessarily a poor person, and yeah, that didn't end well for them. They became Heartless, and then obviously we just had these guys here transform because they're way too tired. And we kind of just killed them, which is a bit depressing. Also, this area is huge. That should tell you everything you need to know about the fact that there is probably going to be a boss there at some point. But not today. Today we face down Shan Yu.
Now you'll bow to me.
It ends now.
Right now.
And so, as Vim and Vigor plays, it's time to take on Shan Yu. Now, I don't know whether I have said about Shan Yu's voice actor, but he's voiced by Corey Burton, who I have already covered, because he also voices Yen Sid. Now, Shan Yu's a pretty easy fight in the grand scheme of things. Basically, beat up Shan Yu, don't really let him get near the door,
Let's do this together.
and also beat up the Heartless that he summons because they give you morale gauge balls, and that allows you to restore the health of the gates. Basically, make sure you don't die and make sure the gates don't die, and you're good as gold. Now, Hayabusa, which is the name of the falcon, he will try and attack you every now and again, but he's generally pretty harmless and useless, so don't worry too much about him. Just tend to keep your focus much more on Shan Yu himself. Now, because we are also going to shortly be in the final cutscene, the Emperor, as you will hear him, is voiced by Pat Morita, who also voiced him in the film, and you will most likely recognise him as Matsuo Arnold Takahashi in Happy Days, or, more importantly, Mr. Keisuke Miyagi in the Karate Kid series. Yep. The Emperor is voiced by Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid, which is pretty damn awesome. And also, it's time to use Valor Form, show Shan Yu what we're made of, and have a cutscene, well, end of the world, dressed in Valor Form. It's going to be beautiful.
Now that's what I call burning some honey bun. Oh yeah, Mulan's the best. Mulan's the best. Now wait a minute, I'm the best. Mushu's the best. Mushu's the best.
Oh, my little baby's all grown up and safe in China.
I've heard a great deal about you, Fa Mulan. You stole your father's armor, ran away from home, impersonated an Imperial soldier. You deceived your commanding officer, shamed the entire Chinese army, and dishonored your family name.
We get the picture.
You're a young woman, and in the end, you have saved us all.
Yeah!
Your Excellency.
Captain Lee. Take this, so the world will know what it is you have done for China.
Thank you.
Mulan.
Yes?
Sora.
Sir!
Donald. Goofy.
Yes, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you. Is that all there is to say, Captain? If you wish to win the heart of Fa Mulan, China's bravest woman, you'll have to be a bit more eloquent than that.
Can I get an autograph?
Thanks for everything, Sora.
Now they gotta let me go back to being a guardian. They gotta!
But Mushu, I thought you already were a family guardian.
What? Oh, no, don't even worry about that. That's just real technical, just for us guardians.
You tricked us!
No. See, I just, I just didn't want to bog y'all down with all the guardian needs. See, it's very complex, a lot of fine print. You wouldn't understand.
Huh?
Guess it's about time to be moving on.
You shall be missed.
Is it okay if we come back to visit?
Of course.
We will look forward to your return.
You two play nice.
Whoa, watch it, soldier.
Goodbye, Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Yeah.